And it's like the universe reaches out and grabs you by the throat. Tell me about the experience.
Basically. So this is 9:40 in the morning, and I'm in my room, just like sitting against my headboard and sending emails on my laptop. And I put down my laptop for just a second to pick up my phone. And as soon as I do that, I get this like, it's like I knew exactly what would happen next. That's the weirdest part. One of the weirdest parts about this is that I felt like I knew that I'm about to go through an experience, and I'm even going to call it an abduction because that's the best word that my brain can come up with. This all came to me within half a second or maybe milliseconds. And then I realized that I couldn't even move, and I started freaking out. That's never happened to me before, like while being consciously awake and suddenly you just can't do anything. It was terrifying. I scanned the room just with my eyes for like I did about 2 scans, and then by the time I get to my 3rd scan, I see this shimmering object. It's like it's a white outline with like these big black eyes. And initially, like I thought like this can't be real. Suddenly, it became completely solid, completely materialized, and I see this being. It's about 3 to 4 feet tall. Its head is massive. Like probably the head alone was about a foot. Very like robotic looking. The whole thing that it was wearing was like one uniform Snow White spacesuit. Like it was very pure white with like this golden insignia in the middle that was constantly changing colors. Sorry, not changing colors, changing symbols. And so that was weird in itself, and suddenly 2 other beings materialized the same exact way right next to it. And I figured, all right, if I look away, these things are going to be gone. Like I'm dreaming this or something. And I looked around and I like looked back, and now they're just walking around my room like they own the room. And I was terrified. I was like terrified and fascinated because I was like, holy crap, these things are real. So I moved my neck a little bit, just by about an inch, and I feel extremely nauseous when I did that. So like I was fighting like the paralysis, you can say. And as I did, this like their craft sort of materializes through my room. So like through my roof. So my roof disappears, and I can see their craft sort of submerge through the roof. And I was like, that's not possible. That it definitely made it seem like either my room was a fake image or that was like a fake image being overlaid across my eyes. Then I put my neck down a little bit more, and suddenly my entire room is gone, and all I could see is that I'm inside the entire craft now. And I felt super sick to my stomach, like very uneasy. So I went back, put my head back down, and back, like my room is back up again, and I only see my room and these 3 beings. And now they're projecting these hieroglyphics. It was sentences and paragraphs, and it would be like, imagine if I had like subtitles floating in front of me. They were like dark red symbols. It was like, I describe it as a mix of Egyptian and Japanese, and they were just flipping from the bottom up really, really fast, just flip, 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 paragraph, sentence, and it's hovering right in front of my wall, like above one of their heads. That there was only one English symbol that was shown about 3 to 4 times. Everything else was these hieroglyphs.
And what was it?
DNA in capital letters. I was studying their movements. I was studying like exactly what was going on, and trying to like do my best to remember these symbols. But the fact that DNA in capital letters was shown, that really stuck with me. It means that they find it relevant.
Was there any communication other than the symbols? Was there any mental communication or verbal?
So I heard like verbal voices when I'd moved my head completely, and I could only see the ship, and it sounded like they were telling me to like relax or calm down. And it was like it was multiple voices, but it was a female one that told me that like it's okay. Yeah. Other than that, there was no other way of communication that I can say happened.
How long do you think the experience lasted, and how did it end?
It felt in total about 20 to 30 minutes. There was one part of where where I'm standing, I thought the experience ended, and I'm just standing in front of my fridge, just looking at it, and I can feel gravity, and I can physically feel like I'm, there, and then suddenly it just stops, and I'm back in my own body, like back lying in the bed, and seeing them as they're flipping these holograms. I was like, holy crap, I thought this was over. How do they do that? So how it ended was the last couple minutes, this being, it jumps up on top of my bed, and I feel extreme euphoria come across. in extreme bliss. The word that came to my mind was oneness. I don't know, I was in a state of just being, where it felt like, I describe it as the universe being sentient, like it was acknowledging my existence. And it felt like I was remembering this, that like I always knew this somehow, and I always knew that I would come to this day, that this experience would happen, and I would realize this. It was just such a strange, alien feeling.
Oh, do you believe that guy's story, or is it true, or is just an effect of watching too many movies? You can tell because of how you have analyzed that video. Share your thoughts and comments about it. Let's keep watching. Watch till the end. Much love from this side.
Police egezaako kusalinkiriza. DPC ali ku ssimu bw'avuga, avugira ku ssimu. DPC avugira ku ssimu. Bakutagetinga. Nkugambye police tena bakuweera. Nkugambye another attack again. Basazeeko tetumanyi kiddako, bamaze kusalako, tetumanyi what next. Nkugambye police esazeeko. Police, they are at their best. They are at their best. Joel agezaako kwogera n'abagamba what is happening. We are also Ugandans. He's trying to engage them. Agifumise, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, His Excellency the Ghetto Gladiator, alumbye ekibuga akiyingidde, bakiyingidde, they have an option. My God, this is not a movie. It's not a movie. You can't believe. It's not a movie, it's real. He's called Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He's good at this. Alert! The police, they are confused. Your mama is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Aje kwakidemu. He is good at this. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka His Excellency Bob Wine, the bad man from Kamocha, the Ghetto Gladiator. You can call him Omuwanda wa Kabaka. Ali wano mulango sub-region amakubo konaga tegeera. You can't stop him. You cannot stop him. It's not a movie. This is real. It's not a movie. Bad Bob Wine. He's called. Oshe, wemu. Bad Bob Wine. Ali mutoni wakati.
Wow, that is crazy, man. Some people are just extraordinary, or they just like to exaggerate things. Share your thoughts about that guy. Man, that's crazy.
Okay. I'm about to pop UFO tape into this VCR. Very, very curious about what's on it. Also, I needed these tongs while I was plugging in the VCR because I can't reach behind the TV because I'm not very tall. So let's see what is on UFO tape. This is a satisfying sound. Yep, play.
I will show you. Egypt.
Okay.
One of the oldest civilizations on the planet.
No UFOs yet.
of ancient history.
Are they
the
gonna say
most
that this stuff
famous
was built by
monuments
the
on Earth,
aliens?
and among the least understood.
Okay. Yeah.
Dominating the Giza Plateau is the Great Pyramid.
Yeah.
Who built this incredible edifice?
Well, the Egyptians did.
Historical documents credit the mighty pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, and his army of 100,000 workers.
Yeah, it's the three wise men. That's cool.
But Von Daniken believes an important new discovery may support his controversial theory of the pyramid's construction.
Is he gonna
He
say
believes the
aliens?
real builder was Enoch, of the Ethiopian apocalyptic writings.
Okay.
Eric Von Daniken believes that Enoch was warned by gods from the sky that a great flood would destroy civilization.
Aliens.
Another reason for lying about the shape of the Earth and making it into a ball is because when you turn it into a ball, you can cut off any land you want and keep it hidden. For example, we will take this map, we will cut out a piece, and we will take this flat piece and wrap it around a ball. Now this is where I tell you that this is all there is. You can only go to destinations that are on the globe because you now believe that's all there is. But we still have all the land that I cut off earlier. It's seriously that easy, and when you consider it, it really is a plausible reason to lie.
That is crazy, remembering that in Japan, they have just discovered recently 700 new islands that were not existing before. Okay, they were existing but had not yet been discovered. That is crazy. Share your thoughts about these videos. Keep watching. Watch till the end for some jaw-dropping mysteries.
Right in Uganda. Something very interesting is not very far from here. A mystery of many years of learning. I want to say something important for the end of this. From this point onwards, if you by any chance pour water here, it will be spinning in this direction, which is anti-clockwise from the south. You want to pour it for me? Just do it quickly then. So he's going to demonstrate to us here how this whole thing works. Many of you have been reading about this in your geography classes, and maybe you never really understood what does it mean when we say that Africa is the center of the world. That you are at the center of the whole universe. The whole universe. This is a novel in terms of geography, where you can be able to witness the mystery of all times. When you talk about science, this is what makes Africa very unique space. We are able to experience. There you go. So from here, this is clockwise. Yeah, from here, everything spins clockwise. Run on the other side and get the other experiment ready on that side. So this spins clockwise, like that.
Yes.
Spins like that.
Clockwise.
On the northern hemisphere. Then you come here to the south. Oh, that's south. This is north.
No, it's south.
This is south now. Oh, from here, you go north.
Yes.
From here,
Go south.
you go south.
Yes.
So when you are here, you will notice that simple experiment. There you go. This is going anti-clockwise. Now prepare the other one. Prepare the last one. Prepare the last one. So this one,
Anti-clockwise.
anti-clockwise. That one, clockwise. So spiritually speaking, those in the south are spinning.
Anti-clockwise.
We are spinning anti-clockwise
Yes.
in the south.
Yes.
That means that our spirituality and our way of survival
Yes.
is not according to the clock. You don't go to work at 6:30 in the morning and come
Yes.
back at 8, which is clockwise.
Yeah.
We work the other way around.
Yes.
We work from 12 to 11. We count backwards, as it were. If you're a Hebrew student, I'll tell you we read from the front to the back rather than from the back to the front. So when the world is spinning in a clockwise situation, there you are, the northerners, we the southerners here spin anti-clockwise. There's only one group of people for today that is allowed to spin halfway to the left and halfway to the right. And this one, apparently, it does not spin to the left, not to the right. The water just drains, as it were, straight through. Wow. Take your time, young man. People must understand. We want them to know for today, you are at the center of the universe. You are at the navel of the whole universe. This whole plain Earth, you call Earth.
So this is to stop it.
Yeah, to move out.
So make it
Yeah,
step.
so there you go. There you go. So finally, this is a conclusion when you say that Africa is the mother of all life. So right where I'm putting my hand right here, if it was a human being, I'm actually massaging the navel of life itself. It is right here, right here. You're standing at the center of the universe, at the equator. At the equator. Check it out, Maponga J. Not do what I wouldn't do, but if you do it better. Uganda, showing the Africa that they don't want you to know. So here is science. If we want to control the world, we can control it right from here. If we tamper with the energy that was on this space, the whole universe will start falling down. You better start treating Africans nicely. We may just go back to the science and know how to poke this thing. It is never.